to eye tie. Now, before I start this video, I just want to say, for reference, I do not hate Rise. You know, there's aspects of it I dislike, but however, you know, there are aspects I also like as well. I very much like and appreciate. But guys, I just want to see, like, I just want to basically say and give, you know, give my opinion and just kind of like more ways of improvement and just like kind of ways that, you know, Rise doesn't necessarily kind of work, and you know, and also at the end I'll give also aspects, you know, that I really do appreciate about the show. So guys, of course, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you don't know, is Nickelodeon's kind of second installment at the Turtles show, with after the 2012 version. I think this started back, oh god, how many years has it been? Was it 2018 when Rise started? I think it is. You know, I think it's almost like a second or third season. I remember going back. I think I watched kind of like the very kind of first installment when it came out, and the first episode, guys, I gotta be 100% honest with you. I didn't like. It's not like I guess it was okay. I mean, there was parts of it where I felt there was room for improvement, but you know, I just kind of came off Rise. I just like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother it anymore. I'm just gonna you know, this is not for me. But I thought, as a Turtles fan, and I thought as I have so much love for this franchise, I've got to kind of, you know, commit to it and kind of, you know, see where it goes. So yeah, guys, I revisited Rise recently, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, guys, watching it sometimes it can be hard, in the sense that I got to episode 10 and I was just like, okay, you know what, I've got to leave it there. Because why, in a sense, guys, I think my main issue kind of with Rise is like the kind of main architect of the show, which is the Turtles. Like the Turtles in general, the character development, the kind of way they've been portrayed is just like they're funny. Well, here's the thing, okay, guys, I'm not saying that, you know, Ninja Turtles, right, shouldn't be funny. I mean, come on now, it's Ninja Turtles end of the day. Like, when has this series ever taken it seriously? From the 1980s version, the 2003 version, the 2012 version, when has it ever been, oh, take ourselves, like, you know, like, let's not be funny, you know, come on. But no, even with these Turtles, like, you know, the comedy is just, it doesn't really necessarily feel funny, more or less forced. Like, okay, let me break it down with each Turtle. Leonardo is the leader in blue. You know, he does everything he can do to get his ninjas through. Yes, I just did quote the 2012 theme song. It was a banging theme song. But yeah, even Leonardo, voiced by Ben Schwartz, is on, because, you know, in this, I think, nothing against, he's a brilliant comedian. You know, I've seen him in stuff like Parks and Recs. I think he also was in Community, correct me if I'm wrong. But, you know, there, he's funny. But in this, he's not. I'm thinking, that's very odd. Or maybe sometimes, you know, he can be, you know, at times, but it's just like, you know, you know, I don't really want to force the laughter out. You know, if I don't find it funny, I don't find it funny. Raphael, I kind of like the size variation. You kind of like the design for him. You know, I feel Raphael in this is not, you know, as macho as always. You know, he's a little bit light back. You know, he's a little bit kind of more or less similar to kind of Michelangelo. But, you know, again, it's just, you know, it's not. I don't. Yeah, it's just a question mark. Donatello as well. Donatello's obviously the smart guy, but in this, you know, a funny, wisecracking, you know, kind of, and obviously he's portrayed very like sarcastic, as you know, in this one, which, you know, is not really funny in a sense. Is more or less kind of just like it's more or less, it's not really bearable. And then you got Michelangelo, one of my favorite Turtles ever, and he's not funny. Like Mikey, if any Turtle was supposed to be funny, if any Turtle was supposed to have like a comedic, you know, effect, you know, then that would be Michelangelo. I appreciate what, you know, Nickelodeon are doing with him this time. You know, they're not making him kind of like, you know, the kind of surfer kind of guy, you know, laid back, you know, skateboarding Michelangelo that we're all kind of used to. They're doing a little bit different with them, and I can appreciate that. But just, you know, it's a mess, guys. Basically, you know, I may sound like, you know, I'm not really explaining myself, but overall, I'm just trying to say, you know, it just doesn't feel natural. It just doesn't feel like right. You know, it just doesn't feel. And nothing, it just, and obviously the childish effect, it doesn't really help. Yes, I know you're catering to a young audience, and I do understand that, but at the same time, Turtles has always been, I feel with every season, it's always been that way where, okay, well, this is serious, we're going to have fun, we're going to have jokes, but obviously, end of the day, we got to stop Shredder, we got to stop Bebop, we got to stop Rocksteady, we got to stop Baxter Stockman, but I'm getting none of that, and it's very unbearable. And some episodes I just can't finish because that was all. Kind of talked about the Turtles more or less enough. And one other thing is Master Splinter. Now let's talk about this. Like, I'm not saying again Master Splinter, he cannot be funny, but again, with Leonardo, these are two characters like they're like this, they are serious, they are like Master Splinter. He is funny. He can be funny, but end of the day, he's the master. He's the, like, these are what the Turtles look up to. And I'm sorry, the design as well, it's not helping. The design is really not helping when it comes to Rise. And I'm not gonna lie, Splinter, you're looking like Chipmunk out here. Don't want to be rude, but yeah, that's what we got. And Leonardo as well, here's the thing, I actually don't mind too much that Leonardo's going for like a kind of non-serious leader kind of thing, because obviously every single kind of Turtle variation, Leonardo's always just been a dick. He's not really been like the kind of, he's been a good leader, but he's just been a dick. It's just like, come on, man, like that aspect. And now another thing, guys, I think this has been my last kind of nip at Rise. I'm just gonna say it here. All right, I did not like it. I did not like the first Black Johnny Storm. I did not like the first Black Canary. I certainly did not like the first, I guess, Black Deadshot in Suicide Squad. But guys, it's just, this is a very, like, I could be you may think I'm hating, but for me, from a guy from a black, descent, a black, African kind of descent, you pushing in the right forward states of diversity, it does kind of seem a little bit, not cringy, but kind of like degrading. It's just like, and April O'Neil is one of those characters that, it's just like, look, April O'Neil's white, okay, same with Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm is white, Black Canary, like these are characters that are white. I would just say, I would defend it on some aspects, it works. With certain other kind of characters, it kind of works. I.e., for example, Baxter Stockman from the Turtleverse, he did start out as white, but, I think over time, he kind of developed as, as a black character, and, in those instances, it works. But, if there's been characters over time that have been well known, or have been like, they've been known at this for like a set amount of time, then, it's best to kind of keep it at that. But then when you just change it, it's just, what? Yeah, the same thing, I think, oh god, I can't even speak. But yeah, it works in kind of other variables, like for example, Joe West in The Flash, that I think, I can't remember the actor's name, but he plays the character very well. Samuel Jackson, for example, is Nick Fury. Those kind of instances, it works, but in actual sense, majority of the time, it doesn't work. But guys, it is just nitpicking. You guys probably think I'm hating. You guys, that's probably fine. But again, guys, it's just my opinion. I don't think I'm spreading hate. And also, guys, I just want to say, I feel the actress who does portray April O'Neil in the show, I can't remember her name off the top of me. Sorry, apologies. Very well. So I will positive things about Rise. I do not mind the actual style of it. I think it looks actually very good. Like I said, the design of the Turtles. I don't actually mind. There was kind of like speculation at first, thinking, why is there like size comparison? But I don't mind that. I feel it works. And like the Turtles, they have all got different weapons. They're not using their traditional weapons, which is kind of cool in a sense. And given it that mixing it with kind of like the kind of modern sense, and obviously with this Turtles, it wasn't like one where they did an origin story. It kind of went straight into it. Oh, they know April O'Neil and they know everyone. Like, it's like they're kind of established. So I don't know. Maybe there'll be an episode in future. If I watch, there's the style. It looks good. And another thing, boom, the theme song. Oh my god! I just listen to the theme song when I'm just on my day-to-day basis. When I go to bed, let me listen to the Rise of the Yeah, it is a banging theme song. You know, the way they got the whole a cappella kind of mixed with, you know, electronic, give this techno kind of like it works. You know, the song is an okay from me, but yeah, Rise. I'm not saying Rise could not be better, but seriously, guys, my knowledge of Rise is probably pretty much up to the 10th episode, and you know, I know it's not kind of really, you know, fair for me to give my opinion as of now, but guys, obviously from what I've seen of and what mostly I've seen of, and obviously guys, I've seen up to the 10th episode, and what I've seen in my opinion is not particularly good. But however, that being said, it cannot be better. I will say that. You're a big Turtle fans like me, make sure you give the thumbs up. You know, are you enjoying Rise? You know, do you feel, is there anything that you disagreed with me? You know, please let me know in the comments below. Is there anything that you want me to talk about, particularly about Rise, that I did miss? You know, let me know in the comments below. And obviously guys, follow me on my socials and everything. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.